Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Tonight we'll be tuning in to the Sharks versus Minnesota Wild as the Sharks look to extend their winning streak to 4 games at home here. I welcome everybody who's tuning in, and of course, if you're just joining us for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel because I'm doing this once in a while, along with putting out videos covering hockey history and hockey culture. And oh my goodness, everybody's here. Hello, everybody. And I know that there were some messages before the stream even started. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Welcome. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'd like to know. AJ, I know you're in Alberta and that your Oilers have been doing pretty well the last few games there. And I hope you enjoyed watching the video today. Let's go Wild. Hey, thank you. Thank you. It's good to have some Wild fans on here. Just remember this. If there's ever bad blood between our teams, remember, I'm a Vikings fan. So there you go. Do you think the Sharks could possibly make the playoffs? Slim pickings. They would have to win out. They would literally have to win every game going forward. They'd have to win 15 more games in a row. So I don't think that's happening, especially when you have Tomas Hertl out. So yeah. Your Flames. Okay, cool. Hey, we welcome fans of all teams here, even if that's a division rival. There's no problem with that. You guys got to get into the playoffs. And by the way, the Flames, that Heritage Classic jersey they had was dope. Wow, we have a lot of people here. This is fantastic. Anybody who's new to the channel, hit the red subscribe button down below. I hope to do 1 or 2 more of these before the season ends, definitely. And of course, I'm putting out videos covering contending teams for the playoffs and videos related to the Sharks and all that good stuff. Am I rooting for the Flyers? Actually, yeah. Strangely enough, I am. And that's in part because I picked them to win the Stanley Cup before the season started. So I'd love to see that prediction come to fruition, especially now that the Sharks are out of the postseason. There are a handful of other teams that I want to see win as well. But Philadelphia is up there. They would put a 45-year Cup drought to rest. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I think that, Slapshot, I think with that question there, we can extend that to a lot of teams because at least with the projections, the salary cap is supposed to go up by at least $2.5 million. It could go up as much as like $6 million or something like that, $5.5 million. So the Sharks will, they'll need to build out their depth a little bit better. They need, for example, especially if Joe Thornton retires, they need a third line center. It'd be kind of cool to see them bring back Chris Tierney. My friend and I were talking about that. But yeah, they'll be busy in the offseason. And now we have our draft picks, so that's good too. A jersey unboxing today? Oh, no way. Nick, your logo looks sharp, man. Did you do that yourself? Looks really good. Get Taylor Hall. Well, that's the thing. It's the Sharks have so many needs that I don't even think that Taylor Hall is toward the top of our needs. We need better goaltending. We'll see how Jones plays tonight. But, yeah, I mean, Aaron Dell's contract is coming up. So we need at least a goaltender in the offseason because I don't know of any prospects that we have coming in here. Coyotes don't re-sign Hall. I can't recall what their salary cap situation is looking like, but it's probably pretty tight now that they, took on a lot of contracts. But, yeah. Stalock is in net for the Wild. Yep. Former Shark right there. Dude's on fire. Yeah, I mean, he and Grice, I guess, have had good careers the last couple of years after moving on from the Sharks. So, obviously, it's good to have depth there. That keeps you in the playoffs. It's unfortunate that Dubnyk hasn't been doing as well, though. Yeah, Nick, nice job, man. That looks really sharp. Definitely. At 3 a.m. Wow. My goodness. Appreciate those years of your life right now, my friend, because when you get to be my age, you're lucky if you can make it to 12. Was it? I forget his last name, but Kubalik for the Calder. It's possible. I mean, when you're by far and away the leading goal scorer, that's going to turn some heads. I think Quinn Hughes has a great chance in that at least he's leading his team to the playoffs, or he's a big reason why they're getting there. Makar has tailed off a little bit, so I think Hughes is still kind of the front runner. But yeah, I don't think you can discount what the leading goal scorer among rookies is achieving this year. Is Jones considered the starter again? It's not like a consensus right now, but yeah, I mean, if he plays pretty well tonight, and then if he really does well against Colorado on Sunday, because I think that's going to be the situation there. Then yeah, I mean, the thing is that the Sharks are stuck with him anyway, just because they have him under contract. I think another 5 years. So they have to, come at this from the angle that Jones is gonna, he's gonna get the starts when the team isn't doing so well anyway, because, well, he gets paid to make those starts. There was an article recently about how he might have been, worked a little bit too hard over the years. You think the Sharks, they've been in the playoffs each of the last 4 years that Jones has been in San Jose, and, they've won some series, and he's been there for all of that. So he's logged a lot of time in net. And I was thinking this last couple of years too, that Jones, needed some rest, and that Dell wasn't properly tested. So maybe that was the case, but yeah, I won't drone on about that too much more. Where's the dog? Oh, where's Cortana? Yeah, she's right here by my feet here, but I gotta get the treats out, the goal treats. Hold on a second. Thanks, Nordy. I wouldn't remember to do that otherwise. Here, come here, girl. Come on up. Yeah, come up. Oh, yeah. Oh, can I kiss? Oh, you're so good. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Oh, yes. Yeah. So Cortana and I have been playing a little game recently. Now when I take her to the courtyard outside, I don't just bring my tennis ball, but I bring a hockey stick as well. So we call it dump and chase. That's our fetch. Right, girl? Yeah? You like that? I still have to get you a Sharks jersey, though, yeah? You'd like that, wouldn't you? You know what else you would like? You would like more gold treats, yeah? Another treat, yeah? Is that a PS4 controller? Yeah, yes, it is. Wow, good eye. Yeah, I have to charge things up because I'm helping run what we're calling Gamer Day at the Tank on Sunday. It's not going to be a huge event by any means, but it's kind of cool because we get to play video games for a few hours before the Sharks game starts. So looking forward to that. Yeah, thank you, Slapshot. She is the apple of my eye. I mean, at least one of them, but yes, you are indeed. Aw, look at that. Cortana needs to have her own channel. Seriously. I think I could definitely up my subs if I made more videos with her. But she will give her playoff predictions in a few weeks. So definitely stay tuned for that. Oh my goodness. Your dog's name is Bella. Usually a lot of sweet dogs have that name for sure. So yeah, we're just a couple of minutes away from the puck drop because it is 7:33. So that means they usually have one more commercial break after this one. And bless you, girl. No, you do not have coronavirus, which is, I mean, there are, I think now 11 or 12 confirmed cases in the Bay Area here. So just be safe out there, guys. How old is Cortana? She turned 6 in January. Yeah. Cortana will choose my least favorite team. She'll choose Vegas. Actually, you know what? Last year, though, she chose the Sharks over Vegas in the first round last year. Hey, what's going on, man? Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Do hockey playoff predictions with your dog? Yes. Fantastic. So wait, I'm sorry if I'm not subscribed, but do you have your own channel? Because I need to definitely take a look at some of your videos then. McDavid is a +4? Oh, he's a -4. Ew. Well, that's rough. Hey, you guys hear about Zibanejad? He had 5 goals tonight. That's crazy. And they're playing the Capitals, right? If I'm correct. That's insane. Hey, it's great that, that YouTube is, available for, our youth to start exploring when it comes to content creation. So I wish it was around when I was younger too. I mean, I was already graduated from high school by the time people started like watching it and whatnot. Will I ever go to every home game? Well, I'm a half season ticket holder, so I go to just about every other game for sure. 40 subs, hey, got to start somewhere, man. I'll help make it 41. I'll help get you to 100. I'm at 62. I thought you'd have more, but don't worry, we're gonna get you there too. And if there's any way that I can help, promote you guys, if just poke me, and I'll help you out because it's we want to share what's good about the hockey community, and that's a lot of that is in our content creators and people who join Hangouts and whatnot. So drive 60. Okay. Show. There we go. To the pond next year. I wouldn't say no to that. I got to get down there. My girlfriend and I have to go to Disneyland at some point for sure. So, I mean, I've been to Disneyland many times. It's just been a long time for me. So maybe. And hopefully by then I have a Temu jersey. But yeah, this year I didn't go to any new stadiums or any new arenas, which I was hoping to, but just it wasn't really in the cards this year. Boychuk's eyelid oh no, I've just heard about it on Twitter, and that's about it. 100 by June. There you go. Yeah, just put up a couple of videos about the draft or about playoff predictions, and I think you can get there for sure. I think one other thing that will help all of us is doing like live streams around the playoffs. Maybe I'll have a chance to do that as well. Oh wait, I didn't know you were in Flyers territory. Okay, my goodness, you're not the only one. That there are a couple others out there. And not to mention, they're like one of the best home teams this year. So there you go. You're excited for the next Shark season? Yeah, I mean, I'm already looking forward to the off season just because it's it's going to be a really busy one. I see a lot of moves, a lot of analysis regarding how we project our bottom six finishing out. Excuse me, because we just haven't found which rookies, which young guys are going to stay in the lineup for next year. I like Joel Shellman, number 46. The guy whose name is spelled Kelman, but it's actually Shellman. I think he's been our best of the young guys. I like Gregor at times. But yeah, I'm hoping that, a huge advantage for us next year is if we, used our first round pick to, that doesn't look right. No, I don't think those stats are right up there. Yeah, we need to hopefully get an NHL ready player in the draft. And I don't know if we need to trade up and package a couple of our picks, but now we have a couple of options because of what Doug Wilson did with the trade deadline. So it's not a complete waste. Side redeem Shimmick to a 2-year deal. He's actually being signed for a 4-year deal. I don't know if it was ever officially confirmed, but that's what I had seen. 4-year deal at $2 million a year. A little long on the term, I think, but now we've got another defenseman locked up for a few seasons. So then that doesn't. I guess he wouldn't be exposed when we have Seattle, the Seattle expansion. But then again, we'd have to protect 4 defensemen because they'd all be under contract. I don't know. I'm not so sure how that all works. But anyway, the game's underway. We've got our 4th line out there. They played a really good game this last game. Melker Karlsson and Stefan Nason and Antti Suomela. Speaking of Nason, by the way, we were experimenting with goal songs. So players get to choose what song plays when they score a goal. So Stefan Nason, his goal song is Hakuna Matata. It's awesome. By the way, there's a train going by if you hear some extra noise there. Yeah, could Brent Burns be shopped? I think that's possible. I don't know about this offseason, but I'm thinking maybe next offseason before the Seattle, I guess I don't. It would have to be after the Seattle draft, unless they wanted to. I don't know. He has to. He has to move his no trade clause though. I wouldn't mind seeing him go back to Minnesota, but they don't have the cap for him. But really, if he's on his game, he's only. I mean, granted, it's until he's 40 years old, but $8 million for a guy who's going to put up like normally 65 points, 70 points a year, despite his defensive deficiencies, that's still not a bad deal. So that's just kind of my take there. From Tampa's late one. Yeah. That pick helps us out a lot. I mean, it helps both teams. I don't like seeing Goodrow leave. I wish that we could have him back next year, but it was necessary because we need to see if we can, use that as an investment to draft or acquire a top 6 forward because we need some productivity from the wing. The Sharks have the first. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the Sharks are probably going to, their first round pick would probably be at the end of the round because Tampa, but I think we'll have an early second round pick. So that's good. I think we have one other second round pick at least, if not 2. So yeah, there's a little bit of hope that we can get NHL ready talent at the draft. Not, our first round draft selections haven't always been good. Oh, that was such a good chance there for Heed. But in recent years, Timo Meier and Tomas Hertl were first round picks. So that's pretty good. We just never have first round picks because Wilson keeps trading them away. I'm sorry if I can't keep up with the comments here. There are so many of you and so many awesome people in the stream. And if anybody's joining and I haven't said hi, first of all, hello. Hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's get you watching some Twisted Wrister videos in the near future. If you guys have been keeping up, I've been putting out videos on various playoff contenders over the last 5 days. So today I released a video for the Oilers, and it's all the same. It's 5 reasons why I think that team can win the Stanley Cup. So a little homebrew statistical analysis in there. Oh, good second chance there, but we just couldn't bury that one. All right, here we go. A blockbuster trade at the draft. Well, I wonder. I would think so. In that there's going to be a team that didn't think that there would be enough cap. Oh, there we go. There's a goal. Oh, nope, never mind. Taken away just like that. I thought Gambrell had a chance to just tap one in there. But a very nice forecheck from the Sharks here. Yeah, I think a blockbuster trade could happen in that a team would be much more confident using that extra boost in the salary cap to take on a contract like that. So more than possible. 440 by the end of the stream. I would certainly love that. I hope that, once the playoffs roll around, I'm somewhere around 500. And then really my goal is to be able to, use the power of collaborations and to use the power of live streaming during the playoffs, because that's going to attract more viewers that way. And hopefully by the end of, by the time we get to the draft, shot and a glove save. I would love to get to 1,000. So then that way, because, frankly, I could use the extra income and the chance to monetize there and grow the channel that way. And also use the super chat. But, at its core, though, it's all about producing content that I enjoy producing and interacting with people. That's something that I wouldn't want to lose sight of course. Yeah. He can't get traded because he's a UFA after this. So, I mean, I don't necessarily see him staying with the Sharks because we have Ryan Merkley in the wings. I think he's having a pretty good season with the London Knights. So yeah. Gonna regret the Karlsson contract for the next 7 years. Yeah. I can't say that it's not feeling like that right now. Now things could change a little bit. Karlsson's 29 years old, and I think physically he still has his skating, but I mean, one thing is that he's a smaller body out there, and I've seen that this year where he gets out muscled, and you got to be more durable than that. That's one reason why Burns' contract is still valuable, because the guy plays every game, I mean, Carlson, granted, paying him $11 million to get hair advice. Certainly, I can respect that. But yeah, I mean, we've got Marcus Sorensen out there already, so we already have some quality flow out there. I mean, I'm really hoping that the Carlson deal does work out, or at least we can see him play a couple seasons, at full health. Um, because that's his profession. That's what he loves to do. So, you at least want to see that. But the thing is that I still don't think that the Sharks needed to get to have two offensive minded defensemen on their team, both right handed, because you just look at the turnovers, the giveaways, the breakaways, especially last year. I mean, it's bad, man. So, yeah, I see I mean, I think it's really easy to point out the bad right now. I want to remain somewhat hopeful, but I mean, I know that the results just haven't been there. But yeah, Sharks need to upgrade their goaltending. Yeah, they've had Yevgeny Bakov working with Jones as the goaltending coach, and so far, and over the last 5 starts, that's been paying off. But 5 starts, that's not a whole season, especially when you're a starter. I mean, Jones in the playoffs. I like me some playoff Jones, but yeah, the numbers just aren't there. So they certainly have to do something in the offseason. Dell, I like the guy a lot. I wish he could stick around, but if you're paying Jones already, what, $6.25 million or something like that for the next 5 years, you can't afford to sign Dell because you're going to be swallowing too much cap. He has a chance to go and play somewhere else, hopefully. But yeah, to see him walk away for nothing kind of sucks, but that happens sometimes, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it went downhill this fast too. Some people had predicted that they would fall out of the race this year. So I can't say that it's surprising to everybody, but certainly to me. And in this fashion too. They were just bad to start out. They had a really good November, and they were basically in a playoff spot, like more or less. And then December hit, and it was just an atrocity out there. So, yeah, it's just it's just a wash. It's a lost season. But somehow I'm still watching them. Oddly enough, I thought that I would just bow out by now, but I guess I'm just not ready to start watching baseball yet. Thornton has gone after the season. You would think so, but in an interview recently, he said, I've got plenty of hockey left. So he wants to keep playing. Now, it'll be interesting to see if he wants to go somewhere else, which, I can't fault him for that. But he's so rooted in San Jose, it'd be really weird to see him switch like that. Oh, thanks for the comment, Nordy. I'm not a graphic designer, but I've been trying to get better at my thumbnails. Yeah. I think when I was using the jagged, like, heavy metal font, as much as I like it, it was not legible, probably not legible enough for people just to click on it without thinking. So yeah. Not to mention Marlowe's still an option for next year as well, because I think that, unlike Joe, Patty can play another year or two. How is the arena looking? It's funny because I haven't been focusing that much on the TV, so I can imagine that there are probably some empty seats, though. I was at the Leafs game on Tuesday, and you could tell that there were maybe 1,000 empty seats there. Yeah, like my own row that I sit in section 216, or excuse me, 226, row 4. That row is sometimes half empty. But yeah. Sharks have won a cup in the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah. For that rebuild. It's tough because they've been so close, and obviously you've seen your own team in that position before, but they won that cup earlier on in that window. And the Kings did that as well, too. They won it early on in that window. The Capitals, it took them a long time. The Blues, well, it took a coaching change for one. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, if you're a Bay Area sports fan, you're still in good spirits because in the 2010s, 3 for the Giants, 3 for the Warriors. But nope, I would trade a few of those away for a Shark Stanley Cup. Absolutely, yeah. Coronavirus, yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the arena needing to, go into lockdown there. Definitely keep your ear to the ground for that. I even had a friend ask me about that because Gamer Days on Sunday, and she was like, "Oh yeah, are we still on for that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're still on, but I know what you mean." Just because, yeah, like a dozen confirmed coronavirus cases here. As a Ducks fan, you always wanted the Sharks to get. Well, that's sweet. Mainly for Marlowe, yeah. As long as we get ours before Vegas does, that's all that matters. You guys can get another cup in the meantime. I don't care. But you should wear the Mighty Ducks uniforms. That'd be pretty sweet if you did that. And you don't have Corey Perry anymore, so I can't hate you as much. Or Kessler, for that matter. Early and late second. Okay, yeah, that seems about right too. Favorite NHL logo? Great question. I like the Flyers logo the most. Not because it's the most eye-catching necessarily, but because it looks really good in a variety of formats. So it's just simple enough where if you size it down and put it on something like a postage stamp or something like that, it looks good. It's not overly detailed in that sense. The contrast between the logo and the orange jersey looks great. I love the little orange dot in there. And it looks like something out of the 70s, and the Wild just scored a goal there. Nice shot from the point from Ryan Suter, earning that contract. So it's 1-0 Wild. There's a happy Wild fan there. So the Flyers, I think, are up there for logos. A lot of people, of course, Wild fans would say that they have the best logo. And I can see why. I mean, I think it's a very clever logo, don't get me wrong. It's not my favorite, but it's probably up there enough. The Sharks themselves have a pretty strong logo. Not my favorite, but I like the original logo too. Some people would rather have that. And I like the Oilers logo a lot. I know that some people just think it's boring, but I don't know. I just really like how it looks like it came from the 70s. And I don't know. I just like that. But I can talk about logos for a long time. And if you haven't already, make sure you're watching Post to Post's series on logos. It's a March Madness style series in which they are ranking, or they're pitting 2 logos against each other from different leagues and then figuring out which ones are their absolute favorites. That's such a fun idea. Last year, what I did was a March Madness style bracket to determine my favorite jersey of all time. And this month, I'm going to also continue producing content of such nature. And I will have a March Madness bracket to determine the ugliest jersey of all time. And I am so fired up to do that because I get to trash ugly ass jerseys. But then again, there are some jerseys that are so ugly that I love them. Not that many of them, but there are a couple, like the Coyotes peyote jersey, the green one with the coyote head. Like, that's not going to be on the list because it's so bad that I actually really like it. And same thing with the fisherman jersey, but a couple other ones will definitely be on that list. So yeah, if you're thinking like Burger King, yeah, you're definitely barking up the right tree. Oh, there's a train going by. Sharks logo is creative. Yeah, the delta, the triangle is a symbol of like the actual area that that sharks inhabit just off the coast here. Yeah. Flyers logo is beauty. Yep. I have one idea, but I'm not telling anybody because, no, that's okay. I respect that for sure. Ducks 90s third Wild Wing jersey has to be on there. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those ones where it's so ugly, but it's also awesome. But the thing is the really the key factor for me when making that decision is, would I want to add it to my collection? I would not wear that jersey. I can't. I'll wear the original Mighty Ducks, absolutely, but the Wild Wing, no. You're gonna go hop on the train and tell them to bring it to a grinding halt and take all the passengers home so they can watch the live stream. What a guy you are. The Penguins home jersey. Wait, is that? I'm sorry, Sharks fan. Is that your favorite jersey? Oh, okay. Oh, favorite current jersey. My bad. Favorite current jersey. Easy to answer. St. Louis Blues alternate. Not the 90s one, but the lighter blue that they wore in the Winter Classic and now is their alternate. That is without question my favorite. Oh God, I think that thing is beautiful. Oh, you gotta take off. Ah, my bad. Yeah. That is my favorite current. Now, I'm really excited to see what kind of jersey the Wild come up with for the Winter Classic next year. That could be sweet. Oh, you like the Flyers alternate the most? Okay. I like it. I'm not in love with it, but I like it. I wish there was a little bit more orange on the front. Like maybe, I can't recall, but do they have any orange at the bottom, like a little orange stripe? I think that would make a difference for me. Come on, boys. We're about halfway through the first period. I haven't even mentioned anything that's going on here. Doesn't seem like we've got that many shots on goal, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. By the way, I didn't do this yet. I got this right here because Eric Stahl didn't make the road trip because he had a death in his family. So, we're thinking about Eric and wishing the best for him and his family there. So, yep. All right, just about 9 minutes left here. Yeah, if I didn't answer any of your questions earlier, feel free to type them again, and I'll try to get to them for sure. What am I sipping on? It's called Adult Beverage Hour. It's called the Sextons. It's an Irish whiskey. Calms my nerves. Makes the Sharks' performances a little bit more palatable. Also referred to as the remedy. Roach juice. Man, I need to get. I would like to bring the roach juice back. I need to better plan my actual live streams, so then that way, I can say, oh yeah, guys, if the Sharks, score a shorthanded goal, then I will dance on camera, or I will, take a shot of roach juice or whatever. Hey, that's okay, Nordy. Look, I've collaborated with people before who've helped me gain followers, so I'd like to pay it forward. I should check out your channel more, so then that way I can kind of get a sense of how I can kind of contribute there. Hawks win over the Oilers. That's a great win. Not to mention McDavid didn't have that great of a night from what I heard. Always drinking Minnesota beers during the Wild games. Hey, stay Surly out there. I have been to Surly. I've also been to another brewery there. I forgot which one it was. But yeah, then again, every city pretty much. Oh, nice save by Jones. Pretty much every city now has a lot of breweries, but Minnesota, theirs came pretty quickly, I think. Alex DeBrincat had a good night. Yeah, he hasn't been doing so hot this year at even strength, to my understanding. You're a Bruins fan. Feel bad for the Sharks, and you live in the Bay, so aw. We do have Joe Thornton, so there you go. So when the Bruins beat the Lightning, does that mean that you have that kind of secures your faith in them for the postseason, or because yeah, I mean, like what are the Bruins not doing right? They're first in the league in goals against, like that right there. They have a killer power play. They have an unstoppable first line. It's crazy. Favorite beer brands? I really like Founders a lot. Founders in Michigan, like Founders Dirty Bastard. Founders is certainly one of my favorites outside of California, especially. I love Green Flash in San Diego. Terrific there. You know, I'll always order or always get new Sierra Nevada beers when they come out because they keep churning out different types of beers. Russian River, pretty good here, fairly local. If you've ever heard of Pliny the Elder or Pliny the Younger, of course. 4 straight wins for the Hawks. So wait, are they going to get back in playoff contention? Mikeller, yes, yes, I have. That's pretty good. They got a good tasting room in San Francisco, and I'm particularly drawn to them having been to Denmark and spent a semester there because Mikeller, I think their headquarters is Denmark. Yeah. Oh, hey Julia, I am a Sharks fan, but in all my streams, I always like to also represent the other team, especially as somebody who lived his past life in Minnesota. As I like to say, you can tell I got my Minnesota Vikings blanket there. I've always liked Minnesota and Minnesota sports. Plus, like everyone there is really friendly to each other, which is a little different than California, even though I'm talking to a lot of really great Californians here. Mikeller had a beer a couple years ago called No Haze Off. It's your number one beer of all time. So wait, is it a non-hazy IPA? That's what it sounds like. 8 straight wins for the F and A. Flyers are scorching. President's Trophy curse is alive and well. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you guys would get in the first round, right? You get the second wild card, and you have no idea who that's going to be, right? Yeah, Julia, I'm a huge Vikings fan. I went to the Minneapolis Miracle. I was there for that. Yeah, I just said no. I can't miss the first playoff game in that stadium. That was unbelievable. No family from Minnesota either, but yeah, I grew up a Twins fan and a Vikings fan. Hey, Sharks goal, power play. It's Stefan Nason. It's Hakuna Matata. His goal song is literally Hakuna Matata. Unbelievable. And you're a Habs fan. Wow, we got so many people here. My goodness. And some new faces. So it's a great time for me to get promotional here. So if you're just joining for the first time, hit the red subscribe button down below so that you know when I'm doing more hockey hangouts like this and when I'm uploading content. Most of my videos cover hockey history and hockey culture. I like to also unbox jerseys, a lot of that. And I obviously put out a lot of Sharks content too. It was a double IPA. Ooh, looked like orange juice in a glass, but it was amazing. Yeah, I mean, like Mango Cart, for example, that tastes like juice. It just tastes like juice. It's good, but it doesn't taste like beer so much. You got Marc-Andre Fleury on your Sharks franchise. All right, I guess that means you got to draft him. Fleury in a Sharks uni. That would be the weirdest thing. I think he'd look good in the black unis, but I cannot imagine him in teal. Prince George. Okay, sorry, just trying to catch up here. All right, see you later, Nordy. Thank you so much for joining us for the stream, and I will talk to you in the near future. I would like to help get you some more exposure out there. Yeah. Should go live for a Classic Original 6 matchup. There you go. Blackhawks Red Wings. It was funny because I saw a Red Wings fan on, I forgot what the name is. You might recognize him, but I had that video on the Avalanche, and I was like, "Yeah, here are 5 reasons why the Avs could win the cup." And the Red Wings fan was like, "No, this can't happen." I was like, "Damn, wasn't that rivalry like 15 years ago, 20 years ago almost?" Apparently, it never died down. So yeah, it's a 1-1 game. Just FYI here, the Sharks striking on the power play there, so that's great. Hey, what's going on, Big Lou? How you doing, buddy? I love all your Twitter pictures. They're so cute. Whether that's your kids or your dog, super cute, dude. Did you notice that I made a video about your Knights? There you go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks for tagging me on that Sabres uni post. I'm really excited that they're going back to the originals as well. Of course, I would not mind seeing the goat head, but yeah, I mean, I think the original Sabres is where it's at, you know. But yeah, I don't think that they should have any white in their jerseys or in the home jerseys because then it looks too much like Tampa or yeah, Tampa or Toronto. Did you watch it? Sorry, I haven't been able. Oh, dude, no problem. Just good to know that you're doing well and kids are looking great. And I just heard you guys got the first case of coronavirus out in Nevada. I don't know if it was in Vegas itself, but um, just stay safe out there, man. 2 seconds down. Okay. You need the Sharks to get a win in regulation. Yep, so that the Hawks can still have a fighting chance. Because yeah, I mean the Wild. I'm surprised they're still in it this year, and I think most of us picked them to finish last in the division, and not even close, really. Because the thing with the Wild is, I just don't know how they've been getting it done. They've always been defensively a really good team, but they just don't have that blue chip player. They don't have that guy who's going to go out and score 35 goals a year. And I guess the scoring by committee is actually working for them, which is nice to see. Don't get me wrong. Fiala's having a really good year too, so that helps. Definitely having a better season than Granlund is, at least in terms of points productivity. Yeah, I mean, I just got a notice from work today, just about if your area has been affected by coronavirus, then you might want to work from home. So I guess now I can tell people I'm working from home because coronavirus, not because I want a hooky. But the real truth is, hey, I'm getting done what needs to get done. That's all that matters. But yeah, my take on the Buffalo Turd Burger yellow jersey. Oh, slap a goat head on that. That'd be funny. The goat head on the turd. Such a funny name for that jersey. That jersey, by the way, is most definitely the yellow alternate. That has to be on my worst jerseys of all time. When I do that later this month, that's gonna have to be on there. I don't know if any other Sabres jerseys will be on there. Probably not. I like the red jersey with cross swords. I actually like that. I want to get that one day, but it's kind of hard to find. Yeah. I mean, if I go to the game, well, yeah, going to the rest of these games this year, I'm bringing my hand sanitizer. I might wear a mask. You know, it'd be kind of fun to actually wear a goalie mask. At least have some fun with it. Oh, you have to work guitar. Yeah, that is unfortunate. But yeah, I think you guys are pretty safe over there, right? There might be like one case in the Twin Cities, as far as I know. Buffaslug. Oh, the Buffaslug. The Buffaslug is kind of on. It's like a fringe jersey. Like I don't like it, but I don't think it's so bad to where I have it on my list. Not quite. I remember I really liked it when it came out, though. It was so weird. It's so weird how your tastes and preferences evolve with the era. Because I thought that looked nice, and I thought the goat head was terrible back then. And now I look at it, and I'm like, damn, that was cool. Nothing can save the Turburger. No. Yeah, and when I make this list, every team is going to have at least one jersey on there. So except for Vegas because they have two jerseys, and yeah, they both look great. The Sharks will have one on there as well. I haven't figured out exactly. I think I know which one I'll pick for that, but even so, like, I don't think we've had any jerseys that are just like ass ugly. If I were to pick one, I'd probably say the teal with the black shoulders and the excessive orange around the numbers. I'd probably choose that one. Kane's Instagram is cool. He does a lot of personal branding. I think he's working with somebody on custom merchandise as well, because that Instagram account liked my post. I was like, huh? What? I'm like, does that mean Evander Kane wants to be my friend? Yeah. Oh, a lot of these. I think a lot of the Adidas like alternates look like third jerseys, or excuse me, Adidas alternates look like practice jerseys. Like the Oilers jersey, that looks like a practice jersey to me. These like color rush monochromatic looks. I mean, I like the Sharks one. Oh, here's a shot from Ferraro. Oh, damn it. I thought that he was going to have a chance to get that on net. Mario Ferraro. Let that name sink in. He's going to be a good top 4 option for us for years to come. How about the Buffalo on the turkey? Oh, yeah. You missed Coach Q. Oh, the Panthers. Oh, cool. That would be neat to see Coach Q in St. Louis as a Hawks fan. Definitely. Even the Hawks will have a jersey on that in my bracket, I can't think of which one I'm going to put there, though. And the one that I'm kind of thinking about, I think people would probably disown me if I said it, but yeah. Choose the troll jersey for the Hawks fans. 2014 Stadium Series. 2014 Stadium Series. I can't remember. Is that the one with like the black collar? They've been in some outdoor games. I can't keep track of them. My favorite though is I think I like the 2015 one the most, where it has the red and white stripes with the red, white, and black tomahawks. That one's cool. I like that one. Babcock will ever coach another team? Not in the NHL. I don't see it happening because he was what set off this, the firings this year. Or, I mean, you can kind of see it that way. You have a yellow Team Canada jersey that the women's team wore for Cancer Wars. Wow. I've never seen that one before, so can't say. Well, I mean, I have like a couple of obscure jerseys, right? They're not necessarily hard to collect, but you have to like live in the area, right? So I have an Orlando Solar Bears jersey, and I actually got that because I went to a game there which is pretty crazy. For NHL teams, I don't think my jerseys are that rare, frankly. I have a Quebec Nordiques jersey, but that's a CCM vintage one. It's not like I got it from the 90s. Ooh, I will show you one though, and Nick will like this if you give me just one moment, because we're at the end of the first period. I will be back in under a minute. Just stay right there. Hey, Cortana, you want a treat? I never gave Cortana a gold treat. You guys are asking so many great questions and posting so many cool comments that I forgot about that. Here, come here. Come here. Retroactive gold treat. Oh, thanks. All right, you stay there. You keep everybody company while I go down and find my jerseys. One sec, guys. You stay there. Here's a ball. You stay there. Don't move. Don't drink my whiskey. I know you're sneaky. She dips beneath lasers. Oh. She dips beneath lasers. Oh. Cortana, you were supposed to take care of our viewers. Okay, so I will share with you two jerseys here. Oh, thank you. She is just an absolute angel. I mean, she can be a little bit of a shit zipper at times, but nonetheless, she's sweet. Come here. Okay, never mind. I have to share jerseys anyway. Here. Yeah? All right, go get it. Okay, so I wanted to show two jerseys with you that aren't super common. So this first one here, you can get this on Sports K as a CCM vintage jersey, I believe. But this is from the 1991 season. So the Hawks wore this style in the late 40s and early 50s. And then for the league's 75th anniversary, the original 6 teams wore kind of throwback jerseys. And this is the one that Chicago, wore that year. So yeah, it was only worn 1 year in the 90s. And I got this for like $45. It was such a good deal. It's used, of course, but it's in really good condition. I unboxed this on the channel. So yeah, I think this one is certainly up there in terms of not the easiest to find out there. So I definitely have some pride in that. And oddly enough, I have 4 Blackhawks jerseys. Yeah. And then one other one I want to share with you is, again, the Flames wear this now, but this is pretty great. This is not a custom job either. I found this one on eBay. I paid maybe like $60 for it. Yeah. And this is like a really nice fabric here too. So getting my favorite Flames jersey as a Ginla, that's dope. It's a shame because this last weekend, the Black Hockey History tour truck was at the Shark Tank. I wasn't going to that game, but I wanted to go and check it out and get some coverage for the channel, but I just was like dead tired from hiking. But I would have worn my Ginla jersey. That would have been such a perfect opportunity for that. Anywho, yeah, I've got many more jerseys I want to collect. Anyway, I got to make sure I'm not bypassing too many comments here. The stealth mode jerseys, sexy. Love those. I wish they had a little bit of teal on the bottom. Otherwise, really nice. The numbers themselves aren't. I wish the Sharks would do something different with the numbers. It's just really generic. Obviously, it's legible that way, but I think they could be a little bit more creative. For example, the Ducks, I always like their numbers. Vegas has cool numbers. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just tag me on Twitter so I can look at the candidates. Oh, sweet. Let's take a look. I'm going to show it to people here too. Let's check it out. Or as they say in Canada, let's check it out. Let's see here. Oh, whoa. Oh, this is cool. Doesn't look like a Canada jersey, but it's a Canada jersey. Check that out. Yeah. It's yellow and black. That's interesting. Teal numbers? Yeah, they don't have to go full teal on the numbers, but I think they could like have a couple of teal stripes in there or something like that, or different font. That's just my preference. Oh, hey girl. Here, can you boop? Thank you. All right. Definitely see Chicago wearing that one. Their next. That would be sweet. Yeah, that 91 jersey would be great. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I said, I think I'll probably go for that 2015 Stadium Series, and then maybe the Hawks collection will be done for the time being because that would be 5 jerseys for them. Never compliment Vegas again, sir. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Yeah. 56 jerseys. Nice. 26 wild jerseys. My goodness. Do you have any North Stars? That's the thing. I gotta add a North Stars to my collection. I technically had I threw it away just because I was disappointed in myself. But when I first started collecting jerseys, I did have a counterfeit wild one, or excuse me, a counterfeit North Stars one. But then I threw it out. I just said, no way, I can't do this. So I will get one. I don't know if I'll get it this year, but I definitely want it. At least one, because the North Stars have a couple of cool designs there. North Stars yet? Yeah. Definitely. Question is, do you get Mike Madonna on that? Or, I mean, it's pretty good just blank, probably. Oh, and then Nick, Windy City here. The 2014 Stadium Series jersey, and the Hawks fans call it the Troll jersey because it's based off the old black thirds that the Hawks wore. Oh, okay. I get why it's called. Okay, I see what you mean. So basically, they call it the Troll jersey because people wanted them to use this as their third, and so they said, okay, we'll bring it out for one game. So that's what they did. And I think that's your favorite one, right, Nick? And don't get me wrong, I actually looks pretty slick there. I don't know if the collar is different than it used to be, but I never I haven't been dying to put that in the collection. But yeah, anyway, I just saw another tweet from a fellow Sharks fan saying that Stefan Nason should get re-signed in San Jose, and I agree. He's actually played really well. Yeah, 2020 Winter Classic, man. That'd be a sick jersey. Like, I saw a concept of the Minnesota Wild logo, but in the North Stars aesthetics. It's a little weird to see that, but it looked pretty good. Got to bring back the State of Hockey patch right there. That'd be sweet. Definitely. There you go. Yeah. So wait, are they playing? I think they're reportedly playing the Blues, or it's projected that they're going to play the Blues. And I mean, the Blues, if the Blues, you know what the Blues will do? They're going to wear, I bet, probably a white version of their lighter blue alternate. So what they wore back in 1967, that would be sick. I would love to see that. Okay, Blues are confirmed. Okay. I could have met Jonathan Taves because our Canadian Tire won the Jumpstart contest. Huh. Yeah, white retros. I would love that. Oh my goodness. The stadium series jerseys from this year, though, Colorado and LA, especially Colorado, that has to go in the dubious jerseys video. It's gotta. I'm sorry, I cannot find a way around it. Not to mention, people had to wait in traffic for 4 hours to see them play in those. Really? So, yep, we're in intermission. Hooray, hooray. What I can do, even though we've kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there, is I can probably share some of the scores that we're seeing around the NHL tonight. Let's see. NHL scores. Excuse me. LA Stadium jersey is okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a practice jersey. I like the numbers on it. That turned out nice, but yeah. And the helmets were pretty sick. Yeah. Yeah, so they brought the jersey back. The NHL ruined it because they forced the Hawks. Oh, it's not a chain stitch logo. Okay, that's why it looked a little off to me. That was the first Hawks jersey to never be chain stitch. Wow, that's crazy, man. New York blew out the Caps, or Mika did. All right, let's take a gander here. All right, oops. So let's see who scored for the Hawks. Looks like DeBrincat had a good game. He had 2 goals. Patrick Kane and Taves. So there you go. The Stars there. And Draisaitl had 2 assists. Excuse me. Nugent Hopkins, I've talked about him today. He's had a great year. And Kyler Yamamoto has been a shot in the arm too. But yeah, Oilers can't gain any ground on Vegas there. Yes, LA needs a purple jersey. It's so funny. It's like I miss the Kings. I miss that rivalry. You know, we're on hard times right now. I just want my rivalry back. I want my playoff rivalry. Hawks are 89-8-5 when Kane and Taves both score together. That's pretty nuts. All right. Kings and Maple Leafs are tied at 0 at the end of the first. Predators 2-0 over the Stars. Nice to see them rebound after a couple hard losses and the recovering from the tornado. So good job for the Preds. 2-0 there. The goals come from Duchesne. Duchesne hasn't scored that many goals this year, has he? And Philip Forsberg. Not sure what's in the air here. It's not coronavirus. I know that. All right. Let's see. Whoa. What I do here? Oh my God. AZ Sports Guy. I didn't know you were still using that account or that alias. Ladies and gentlemen, AZ Sports Guy is a married man. He got married. Congrats, buddy. Wow. It's an honor to have you in the chat, sir. Who do I want to see Carolina play in the stadium game? I think somebody pointed out that they should play Columbus. I think that'd be a nice. That's a good matchup. I wouldn't mind that. Or if they play Boston and wear the Whalers jerseys for an outdoor game, that'd be sweet. But it's got to have Pucky the Whale on it. That's the only condition I request. Yeah. Dude, congrats. What an unbelievable few months it's been for you, yeah? Carolina Columbus, you'd go to the game? Carolina versus Tampa Stadium Series. Yes, that's a great idea. I can already guarantee that Tampa's jersey will be ugly as hell. I'm sorry, I just do not. I don't know why. It's like it's lightning. Have some freaking fun with it, guys. The jerseys are so boring. Yeah, dude. Bruins in another. Hey, the Bruins have had nice outdoor jerseys too. Look at that. What a story, buddy. All right, so now we're underway with the second period, FYI. Lightning Storm jersey. Come on. I would love to see that in an outdoor game. Now, is that going to make the ugly jersey list? I don't know. I don't know if it will. Because again, it's almost too ugly to be on that list. I don't know. It's interesting, even though it's ugly. Favorite Sharks jersey? This is up there, and of course the Heritage jersey from 2015, 2016. Basically, they took the original Sharks jersey and they used the darker shade of teal. And it's so hard to collect too. That year, I should have bought it. Mustard Preds jersey. That is easily like in the top, at least in the top 20 ugliest jerseys, I want to say. It's so bad. The logo looks like it's straight from a comic book. Yeah. The current Lightning third is the ugliest. Yeah, I am in the same camp as you, definitely. Ah. You like those the first edition of the Sharks. Cortana didn't like it. You know what? There are some people who do like that one. I wasn't too big a fan of that, especially looking back. But yeah, again, they've always had like good jerseys, I guess. But yeah, Montreal Barber Pole. So wait, with the Barber Pole, did they ever actually wear that like back in the 1910s or 1920s? I can't even remember. Oh, 2-on-1, Evander Kane? No Gregor? Kane? Oh, he passed it way too late. He should have just shot. I think he overthought it on that play. Ooh. Well, we've had so many people join us here in the chat. This is awesome too. A lot of people who have been keeping up with the channel over the last few months. So thanks, guys. Looks like the Sharks are threatening here. Gotta see a goal from Jumbo Joe, man. That's, you know what? Here's a hot take. Instead of seeing a Sharks Stanley Cup, I would rather see Joe Thornton score 4 goals in a game. I think I might be on a delay here, or I haven't been paying attention. Atlas. Zuccarello, man. Has he done anything this year? I thought it was so weird that he didn't want to re-sign in Dallas. I have a Stars jersey with his name on it. You got to rep Zook, though, man. He's the only Norwegian-born player in the NHL. Medium take. Well, Nick, are you going to buy any jerseys for any other NHL teams outside the Hawks? Zuccarello is barely existing. Yeah, so I mean, like, the Wild are doing surprisingly pretty well in the second half without a sizable contribution from Zook. This stream has been a lot more pleasant in that Sharks aren't losing. When we had, what was that, about 2 months ago? I had the stream going with the Avalanche. Man, I think I just quit after the second period. Just because it was so lifeless out there for Team Teal. Come on, boys. Let's draw a penalty or something. Well, who do you guys have as your Cup favorite at this point? Actually, who would you put your money on right now? Let's just say that. Do you go with Boston, who just beat Tampa? Do you go with a team that has one of the crazy winning streaks right now? The Blues, the Avs, the Flyers. Do you go with the Capitals? Wait, should I keep watching Godzilla 2 or do non-PG married people things? Wow, I feel so honored for you to be asking me that question. You know what you should do? You should opt for the latter with Godzilla on. There's your medium take, buddy. Jumbo Joe, gotta win a cup, man. Just not right. But I mean, so many great players have never won a cup. Vegas, baby. Hey, I made a video about them. There you go. I'd be happy for DeBoer. So, you know, it wouldn't just be salty tears for me. Sens Heritage Classic. Oh, the white. I mean, the black one's great, but the white one is sexy. I really hope I can find that one day. I have a feeling, though, it's going to be so rare. And yes, that was a great save by Jones. My goodness. I honestly think that the Avs and Caps, I can see the Caps, getting it together in the playoffs. And the Avs, I mean, a couple of stats that I pointed to recently, for example, like low danger or high danger conversion percentage against, that's got to be the best in the league, or at least among the playoff contenders. That was pretty remarkable. I mean, if they're winning, 7 games in a row, and they get Rantanen back, I don't know about Kadri. Well, then again, he's going to get suspended anyway, right? Oh, come on, boys. That's got to be, you got to get a shot on goal there. Come on. Yeah, I thought maybe Colorado would still be a year too soon. But yeah, they're looking scary. All right, buddy. I'll see you later, Matt. Congratulations. I mean, I want to see Colorado get to the finals. If I had to pick a team right now, besides Arizona, of course, uh, Colorado would be up there because they're just so fun to watch. I mean, then again, I wouldn't mind watching McDavid all the way through the playoffs, but McKinnon's right there too. Yeah, I need to see some highlights after this game of Zibanejad for sure. Cadre should ride the pine during the playoffs. Probably. Like if they play Calgary, no way. Oh god damn! Oh, that was such a sweet dangle, but no goal. Marcus Sorensen on the doorstep. Hopefully, his hair wasn't creating wind resistance. I would know what that's like, of course. Blues Caps final. You want Stamkos to get a cup? Yeah, that's right. He's been playing in the league so long, but yeah, he doesn't have a cup. I would like to see Blues and Caps, but then again, there are other matchups I would favor instead. There we go. The Sharks are going to get a power play there as Nason Hakuna Matata draws a penalty, high sticking penalty. How insane would that be if Columbus made the finals? Columbus versus Arizona. No, Minnesota Wild get in his second wild card, and it's Columbus versus Minnesota. The battle of the 20-year-old NHL teams. There you go. All-time high for ratings right there. Columbus versus Minnesota. Get some. You know, I well, Nick, you can't win them all, man, because I've seen the Kings win 2 Stanley Cups and go through my Sharks to win one of them. Yeah. Or how about the Dallas Stars, huh? Joe Pavelski, he should get a cup. Oh, damn. You have Mika on your fantasy team? That's good that he was in your lineup. Holy crap, man. 5 goals? It's insane. See a replay of that goal or that near goal from Sorensen there. Oh, that nice move around the defender. And Stalock was out so far to challenge, but he kind of helped. He stays with it, and he poke checks it. Okay, pretty aggressive there. Not to mention Sorensen made that move around Matt Dumba. Whiskey's good, man. Yeah. You know, it takes the edge off. Dallas would be nice as well. Bishop would get a cup before Stamkos. What if it was Dallas versus Tampa? Oh, Couture, nice glove save, Stalock. With the Sharks, not the Stars. Carlson should just go. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, right? But I think the Sharks were skeptical that Pavelski's career would take a big dip because of that injury against Vegas. 1, and 2, he was turning 35 in the offseason, and he wanted 3 years at $7 million. So, yeah, I still think that keeping him would have been probably better for them. But at the time, I know why they made the deal. Not necessarily what I would do, but I've seen way worse moves out there. This is not, signing Carlson to that deal. It's not a good one, but I've seen worse. I used to be a Scotch guy. I haven't had much Scotch in a long time. which is probably, there really isn't a reason behind it. I just was drinking a lot more bourbon, and anyway, I took trips to Austin. I took a trip to Nashville, and it's like everywhere you go, it's like all kinds of awesome bourbon. And bourbon's something that like it's. I think people like bourbon a little bit more than Scotch. Unless you're more of a spirits connoisseur, then you might become more of a Scotch enthusiast. So there's that. Yeah, right. LA is regretting trading Koopa League. Oh, for a 5th-round pick. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, nice takeaway there on the penalty kill. Yeah, I might make a video explaining like 1 or 2 reasons why I want to see each team win the Stanley Cup. Of course, Vegas's reason is going to be Peter DeBoer, But yeah, it's crazy. It's like, oh, I want to see Patrick Marleau win a cup. I want to see Barclay Goodrow win a cup. I want to see Brendan Dillon win a cup. I want to see Gustav Nyquist win a cup. Win another one. That's crazy, man. Justin Braun, another former Shark. Jonas Donskoy. There are like 7 guys who are going to be in the playoffs who were on the Sharks last year, but they're all on different teams. This power play is not doing much this time. Yeah. What's the Ducks' reason? Well, they got to get to the postseason first, but I would say, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a bet with you. Why would the Ducks need a cup? Oh, nice backhand. Damn. Who was that? Oh, Galchenyuk. So the Wild have gone up 2-1. So I know at least one person here is happy. Yeah, John Gibson. You gotta be. You would have to be happy for him just because he's just taking a beating with, how lackluster his team's offense is, and pucks is always in his zone. Yikes! Nice backhand though. You know who else is too good is Pecorine. If the Sharks get in the playoffs, I don't know how that's even possible. They have to win. They literally have to go on a 18 game winning streak, which would be like what, the second longest ever. I would have to do something ridiculously crazy on the channel. I don't know. I'll name my firstborn child after the player who scores whatever goal gets the Sharks in the playoffs. So that's Tomash. Oh, no, wait. He's injured. God damn it. Logan. I would name my kid Logan. Hey, and some girls are named Logan too. So there you go. Or Radim. Whatever Radim Shimek scores the goal, I would have to name my kid Radim. So, Nick, I ask you, is the Fire Colleton camp, is that already pretty sizable? People already want to see the Hawks go after a more experienced NHL coach. If the Sharks had Gibson instead of Jones the last few years, I believe they would have kept better now. Well, Gibson, I mean, he's fantastic in the regular season, sure. But Jones in the playoffs is pretty good. Not amazing, but I mean, if we had Gibson this year, would we be in a playoff spot? I don't know if we would be, but we would be in the running, I think. Crazy upset. That's a great question. Crazy upsets or chokes. Well, it helps to know the matchups, right? But come on. Especially when I have no skin in the game. I want to see upsets, right? So, for example, could the Wild come in and knock out St. Louis? Well, the Caps lost in the first round last year. Why not? St. Louis gets upset in the first round. That'll make some people here happy, right? St. Louis is such a fundamentally defensively sound team. It's hard to imagine that happening, but maybe. St. Louis out in round one, and Toronto wins a first round series. Toronto beats Tampa in the first round. What? If I put money on St. Louis going out in the first round, I'll be rich. Hey, I didn't put money. This is crazy. Somebody commented on my predictions video from last year, my start of the season predictions. And I said St. Louis would win the Stanley Cup. Apparently, this viewer put like $600 or $650 on the Blues to win the Stanley Cup that year at the beginning of the season. And he said he won like $25,000 or something like that. I kid you not. I was like, God damn. I was like, I should have asked for some royalties or something. My goodness. Oh, wow. Colleton gets booed in his own building. Yeah, I'm not surprised about the Fire Bowman, though. St. Louis is going to get gone in the first round. I mean, that kind of thing happens, though, A team that's been on pins and needles for 6 weeks or 2 months, like the Wild or, the Flames or somebody like that. I mean, they already know how to scratch and claw. And that's what it takes a lot of the time. Babcock to Chicago. Yeah. And Gerard Gallant will be hired by the Sharks. Right. Marner is your most hated player? Huh. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they hate Marner. But then again, I'm not a Bruins fan, so let's see here. I can see the hate for Matthews. He's got a little bit of he's got some showmanship. He likes to hot dog it a little bit. Fair enough. I like him. Just not when he plays the Sharks. Yeah, Babcock's available. Gallant, Laviolette, Boudreau. Oh my God, what a nice play that was. Yep, Atlas is definitely happy right now. I mean, we're doing Minnesota a favor for giving them this game, so I guess I can be happy with that too. Easy per easy. There you go. Look at this. Great pass. From Luke Cunnin. Damn. And he switched over to his backhand to make that play. That's a pretty goal, man. Just got a new comment on my video. What was it? Somebody said, waiting for the 5 reasons why, waiting for a video on the 5 reasons that the Red Wings can win the Stanley Cup in 2020. Boy, after my own heart. That's too funny. Most hated Shark of all time. Oh, wow. Corey Perry would be your number one. I mean, that's saying something. Now, we haven't had a player like Corey Perry in that somebody who stayed on the team for a long time that I never liked. But I can think of guys who we brought in free agency or traded for. Sorry, Nick, but Adam Burrish, he was a terrible Shark. Worse than him, though, was Ben Eager. Ben Eager was he was a horrendous hockey player. What a goon. Yeah, he would be up there. Let's see. The worst player we ever had was, I'm pretty sure, Alexei Semenov. But yeah, somebody we bring in, and Rafi Torres would be up there because he was just an idiot. Couldn't learn from his mistakes, which sucks because he was actually a good hockey player. So yeah, he's right up there as well. Ooh, Kubalik jersey with the Czech Republic Global Series. That's a good call. I like that. Nabokov? No, wait. Oh, I thought you meant most hated Shark. I'm like, how could you hate Nabby? All right, never mind. You're a goalie guy, so you'd say Jones to write a book. Jones is a little too cookie cutter for me. But maybe he just doesn't like to interview. So Nabokov, though, seems fairly interesting. Favorite player on the Wild? Oh boy, Zuccarello. Yeah. Yeah, Nabokov, I have a soft spot for. Looking back on his career, though, he was not good in the playoffs. He really wasn't. But he made the best save in franchise history, no doubt, against Dallas when he stuck his glove out like that. What was that, like second or fourth overtime or something like that? Yeah. So yeah, if any current or former Shark had to write a book, Dan Boyle. Dan Boyle would be great, I think. Or Jumbo. Yeah. I wouldn't need Douglas Murray to write a book because I could just talk to him because he's at every game. When the Wild win tonight, I'm sorry, I'm just going to correct your comment. Pass 4 teams and take the wild card spot. Oh, okay. Well, I won't object to that. That's good. Besides, we need this to prepare us for the weekend ahead. We got a game against the Senators, and we suck against Ottawa, so I'd like to see us get off the schneid there. And then we got a game against Colorado, and I'd like to see us win that game. That'd be sweet because I'm going to that one. So, yeah. Come on, Timo. Oh, come on, Jumbo, do the wraparound. Oh my goodness, that was a great pass. Setaguchi? Oh, I like Seto. I don't know about writing a book, but definitely he scored. He was fun to watch. I mean, he was very streaky, but when he was on, it's pretty saucy out there. He scored that goal against LA when we were down 5-1 against them in the playoffs. So definitely remember him for that. Oh, I don't even know that guy in Chicago. Have you ever heard the Seto and Mitchell story from JR? No, did they have some sort of a bromance? Do I want to hear the story from JR? When Vancouver knocked the Sharks out of the playoffs? Oh yeah. Dude. The Sharks didn't deserve to win that series by any means. They played like ass, but yeah, for it to end like that was such bullpucky. That's funny. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. How do you know about that? Well, you live out here, so your hockey knowledge is quite vast. I don't. By the way, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Is it Javine, or do you actually pronounce the J like a J? I'm just curious, my friend. Bullpucky, yeah. I haven't heard anybody say Bullpucky since I was watching the South Park episode with the Jonas Brothers. By the way, fun fact: my friends and I dressed up as the Jonas Brothers for Halloween one year in college. Ah, okay. Come on, boys. Got to fight and. Okay. Got it. I ask all the important questions, my friend. That's what it's all about. Let's see now. Oh, whoa. One of my lights was flickering there. Huh. Scored all the goals for the Wild. Well, Parisi just had one, and Suter had the first one. Who had the second one? Spit and Chicklets. Okay, I'll be sure to look that one up. God, those guys are. You know, I like it. I do enjoy some Spit and Chicklets. Michael Rosseval. Yeah, I only know the name. Okay. Now, what about your guys' like most hated player of all time? And I'm talking about like a goon or a rat, a cheap shot artist, not someone who always scores on you guys, but just the dickiest player against your favorite team. Since you've been watching hockey, let me know. Lucic, yeah. Oh, it's Hot Take Hockey. Hey, man, thanks for joining. Oh, my goodness. You brought a whole crew. My goodness. Let's go, Leafs. Well, you guys aren't playing us tonight, so why not? You're playing the Kings. Let's go, Leafs. Whoa. What? What? My goodness. Hi. Did we just like fuse streams or something? Where are all these viewers coming from? Hello. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. My name is Nick, and I don't know if I've seen you all here before, but my channel is Twisted Wrister Hockey. So welcome to the Hockey Hangout. I'm just watching the Sharks lose to the Wild here and drinking whiskey, so my commentary is hopefully a little bit more bearable that way. That's how it is with me and most people. And great to have you here. We're about to head into second intermission, though. My goodness, so many new faces. Welcome. This is great. We got a Jets fan, it looks like, in the stream. As a Knights fan, you approve of this guy? Oh, my goodness, we have fans from all sorts of teams. This is awesome. Your Islanders suck worse. They suck more than the Sharks. I don't know about that. You're a Sharks fan. I hope that next year. Yep. Well, yeah, it's not much of a hurdle if we're having to be better than the Kings and Ducks this year. But yeah, this season is just a waste, just a wash, man. Wow, where'd you guys all come from? This is amazing. Hi, it's awesome. Go Leafs, go! Hey, they got to win one at some point, right? You approve of the Sharks? Well, we approve of you because you were a good home for Patrick Marlowe and Owen Nolan. Let's not forget the OG captain. Hey, yeah, thanks so much for joining us, Hot Take Hockey. It's awesome for you just to even come in here and say hello. Minnesota sports fan for all sports. Oh, Julia's back. Yes, and for those of you who are new here, oh, yeah, for those of you who are new here, when I do these live streams, I don't do too many of them. In addition to uploading my other videos, but I like to wear the attire of the other team as well. You know, show a little bit of love that way too. So I got my wild stuff here. Got the Eric Stahl shirt. He didn't make the road trip because of a death in the family. So I wanted to, show my respects and condolences for his family. But yeah, you can see here, I got my Wild jersey. I've got my Minnesota Vikings blanket because I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan, even though I grew up in Sharks territory and have lived here nearly my whole life. So yeah. Oh my God. And we got lots of Leafs fans. Actually, below me, I used to have a neighbor from Toronto. So he's a big Leafs fan, but he moved back to Toronto and then he moved back here last year. So we just were at the Sharks Leafs game. And yeah, I definitely have an appreciation for the Leafs that has been enhanced by my friendship with him. So that's pretty awesome. Wow, Preds and Islanders are your favorite teams. Hey, Nashville, when they came into the league, I definitely took a liking to them as well. Big fan of Kimo Timonen, Tomas Vokoun from Michigan. Interesting. It's always cool when you meet fans of teams outside of where they actually live or where they grew up. There are always cool stories with that. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I missed your question earlier. No, I don't try to get all my jerseys customized. I haven't really ordered that many customized jerseys, actually. And I'm sorry for the noise. I live right by a train station. I get this all the damn time. So yeah, when I get my jerseys customized, I don't send them in to like somebody to actually stitch those on. Although, I mean, I hear that EPS Sports and Keener and other services out there are great. But in my experience, I have ordered a couple jerseys from Cool Hockey that I requested to be customized, and they've done a very nice job with that. And I also really, really like one retailer. Give me literally 10 seconds because I've got it right here. So if you are interested in custom jerseys, look at this guy. Bam. This is from Hockey Authentic in the Vancouver area. And I'm not talking about Vancouver, Washington. But yeah, I ordered this online during Cyber Week. I think this was like 30% off, and that included customization. And their prices are always really good. Like Adidas jerseys with players on them for like sometimes 150 or less. So the customization on this was terrific, and they did this in like 3 weeks, which is a little bit faster than usual. So I sincerely recommend Hockey Authentic. Absolutely. And their shipping, I think the shipping might have been free, or it was really low cost to ship from British Columbia to California. So sincerely recommend them. Definitely. Yeah. They are literal fire. I love those jerseys. I was actually showing off earlier in my stream because people were asking like other kind of harder to find jerseys that I have. So I have, this is not an Adidas. This is a Reebok, but I found this on eBay for like maybe $60, $65 tops. We got the one and only Iggy on the back. That's pretty awesome. So yep, I collect jerseys for all teams, and then when I do live streams, I'll wear jerseys for the other team, or I like to work that in there. But yeah, the dark blue, orange. Oh no, I don't have that one. If you're talking about the current Oilers alternate, I don't have that one. I just have like a Reebok old jersey, like old style blue and orange. Not the navy and copper one, not that one, but it's a McDavid. And then I have a Orange Crush one from a few years ago. So that one's pretty sweet. Calgary Flames McDonald's. Oh my goodness. That one's distinct. That one's definitely distinct. I've never had much of an interest in getting that, but I respect you for having that in your collection, most definitely. My goodness. Yeah, I cannot believe how many people just showed up here. This is great. I love it. Thanks, guys. Big shout out to Hot Take Hockey. I'll have to find a way to pay it forward, of course. But yeah. So yeah, we're in the second intermission here for anybody who's curious. I can also read NHL scores, but we have so many people and comments in here that I need to, keep pace with you. Oh, my goodness. Windy City Hockey says he has the Thrashers wordmark maroon jersey. That is going into my March Madness video of the ugliest jerseys of all time. That's going to be due out in a couple weeks. I will make sure that video goes in there, or that jersey goes in there, because wow, that's just one that is inexcusable, and you almost love it for that. But yeah, the Sharks thirds, yep, and the Canes dark ones. The Canes dark one, the Canes third, I like it. I don't love it, but I can see why people like it. I like their original black ones that they had with the tropical storm flag, and I liked how they had the pattern at the bottom in gray. I thought that looked pretty cool. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in, my friend, and hope to see you around soon. Yeah, I'm glad that you subbed as well. That's awesome of you. That's cool. I mean, this probably is as great as the live stream could have gone. But yeah, Thrashers jersey is autographed by your favorite player, Marian Hossa. That's okay. That's bones. That's awesome. My favorite Thrashers player of all time would have to be former Shark Danny Heatley. Not to mention the best jersey they had, in my opinion, was the blue one with the main logo on it. I really like that one. I hope to find that one day. Thank you for subbing. That's awesome. I should do these more often. Yeah, I should probably commit to getting on more in the playoffs for sure, because that way I can interact with people and it won't be too late in the evening for them. So if, we're watching a game for a team in the Central Time Zone, the game will get over at about 11 o'clock their time, 11:30. So they'll probably be awake through all of it. But yeah, I'm glad you're having fun though. This is great. I had no idea this is what would go down. This is terrific. Yeah. So yeah, before everybody jumped in, I wanted to pose a question to you. Who is your most hated goon or rat player of all time? So think of somebody who would always goon it up against your favorite team or like injure your players. I want to know. I'm curious to know in the comments here. So let me know. Brad Marchand. As in, you're a Wild fan, you would still say Brad Marchand. Does he play like that, though, against the Wild? Maybe he does. I don't know. Matthew Barnaby. That's a good pick. Jacob Trouba. Interesting. Alex Burrows. Okay. Good pick. You're from Newfoundland, so West Coast. Wow. Wow. Well, you are a beauty. You're a straight up beauty. Can I super chat you for that comment? Because that is amazing. That's better than whatever whiskey I could be drinking. I'll tell you that. Claude Lemieux. There you go. I was talking about him earlier, but even though he was on my team, Rafi Torres has to be up there. He's not number one necessarily, but he's up there. Steve Ott. That little shit. Couldn't stand him. Chara. And I know Javine has been joining us on the stream and he's a Bruins fan, but I do see the hate for Chara. I do. I can understand that. Islanders fan. Of course, you're going to say Trouba. That early though in his tenure with the Rangers, that's impressive. Sean Avery, yep. Duncan Keith was up there, but he's from your hometown. Oh, neat. Steve Ott. He leaked the Turnberger jersey. Yeah, Steve Ott would easily be up there for me. Sean Avery, sure. My goodness, I saw him with Biz Nasty, like going around and showing off his apartment in New York. What a weirdo. Anyway, yeah. Okay, how about I'll give you this one. Now, on a slightly different note, who is an enforcer or goon? Let's say enforcer. Who's an enforcer that you hated to play against, but you would love it if he was on your team? So somebody who, would drop the gloves against you guys, throw a big hit, but you still respected him. And I'll actually say George Peros for that one. When he was playing for the Ducks, he was a terrific fighter. He was a classy fighter, if that's not an oxymoron. He had the stash. And generally, I liked watching him. So I'd say George Peros. Yeah, Rafi Torres, man. Ugh. Can't believe he was a Shark. I questioned my fandom when we got him. But anyway. Patrick Maroon. Okay. I mean, like, Maroon's he's a tough guy. So, yeah, I think that's a valid response. So, yeah, I'd say George Peros. I'd say Kyle Clifford, actually. He's a tough guy, but he's always played for teams I don't cheer for, but I've always kind of respected him. Corey Perry, John Scott. Okay. You know who else? And maybe it was just I got a bad sample size or a bad taste, but I never liked the hits that Jordan Tutu would initiate. That's not to say that he wasn't a bold son of a bitch out there, but he would do some real dirty stuff out there. Nonetheless, amazing to have somebody from up in the territories up there representing his community. So that's pretty cool. Scott Stevens. Yeah, I think Scott Stevens would probably make that list. Kessler. Okay. Where it's kind of like, yeah, you hate to play against him, but you wouldn't mind him on your team so much. Knows how to get under the opponent's skin. Oh, damn. Looks like our AHL team was busy in some fisticuffs of their own recently. That's a good scrap. My goodness. Paris and Ott had a fight in Paris, got injured on the play. He missed a punch. He got hauled down in his chin. Oh, damn. Probably wore it like a badge of honor. Colton Orr. I wasn't watching as much hockey when he was playing back then. For March Madness. March Madness is always exciting. When Paris was a Hab. Dustin Bufflin. Oh, that's a great pick. That's a really good pick there. Yeah. Not to mention he's from Minnesota, so I'm sure that it's one of those things where even though he got the best of your team, you wouldn't mind having him wearing green out there. Yeah. Who's in goal for the Sharks? It's Jones tonight. Yeah, Martin Jones. I mean, the goals the Wild have scored. Pretty good goals. But, yeah. Bufflin still beloved. Yes, indeed. Malkin. Yeah, Malkin can be a little bit of a... he can get pretty salty out there. The most entertaining goalie fight in history. I don't really know of too many goalie fights, to be honest. I know that obviously, what was it? Smith and Riddick went this year, right? Or was that Smith and Talbot? Excuse me if I'm wrong. And then, of course, I know Patrick Waugh and Chris Osgood, right? I obviously need to study up on my goalie fights better. Ray Emery and Holtby. Okay, yeah. Potvin and Hextall. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a mental note of these. Okay. So Felix Potvin versus Ron Hextall, Ray Emery versus Holtby. I've seen a Ray Emery fight or two, I think. Let's see what's happening around the league, you know? You're looking at hockey scores the other day. Disappointed in Timo this year? Yeah. Yeah, right? It's been a bad year for him. I think he was playing with Pavelski last year too, so I think that has something to do with it. Yeah, Ray Emery clobbered Holtby probably. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Maple Leafs and Kings. Nothing. Okay. Senators over the Islanders. Senators. Holy crap, they're going to have themselves one hell of a draft, aren't they? Penguins. Okay, so the Penguins, now they've won back-to-back games after losing 6 in a row. Flyers 4-1. That's pretty nuts. Who scored for Philly? Let's have a look. Obey Kubel. That's one person, by the way. Couturier, Provorov, and Raffle. Bruins 2-1 over the Panthers. Man, that's a killer loss for the Panthers, even if they get the overtime point. Lightning 4-0. And then, yeah, Mika Zibanejad. Holy hell. Can the Sharks do a favor and get back and win? I don't know, man. We're so offensively challenged since Hurdle went down. The Kings gray alternate. I don't love it, but I think it's okay. I really liked when they had the 50th anniversary and had the gold trim around it. That looked really cool. Of course, yeah. With the Kings, I wish they incorporated purple. Yeah, I know they do that with the inner collar, but yeah, it's okay. I like the shoulders on that one. Islanders lost, but the Preds won. Yeah, I want to say it's probably more important that the Islanders stay in the race. The Preds, they don't have as much competition in their own division because they would. Well, then again, the Wild here are threatening to go into fourth. So, excuse me, I sit corrected. Gretzky era Kings are pretty nice. Yeah, they're clean. They're very presentable, and they look good in a uniform, or if you're just wearing the jersey by itself. It's not my favorite, but like if I got it as like a mystery unboxing or whatever, I wouldn't complain. Stadium Series versus the Ducks was nice. Certainly wasn't as bad as the ones they had this year. Just bought the Blues retro style alternate. Oh wait, you got the one with? Are you talking about the like the '90s one, or like the late '80s '90s one? I love the light blue alternate. Like that's my absolute favorite. Eric Lindros. There you go. Spoken from a Quebec Nordiques fan, right? Got a chance to get a beer with an NHL player, past or present. Who would it be? Well, shoot. The way that he's been trending over the past several months, I'd say probably Paul Bissonnette. Biz Nasty. Let's see. Who else would I want to get a beer with? I mean, it's easy to pick Joe Thornton. certainly up there, just because of how loose he is, candid and whatnot. Who else would be good to get a beer with? Roberto Luongo. Most likely. 90s retro. Okay. Yeah, the Adidas retro for the Blues, that does look pretty good though. Do I have the Shark Stadium Series jersey? I do have one. I bought it secondhanded just because I never got it when it first came out. No, I wasn't in love with it, and the logo is vinyl. It's not even like fabric at all, so it just creases, and it's really disappointing that they did it for that game. Now they charge like more money for those jerseys, right? I don't know. That'd be actually pretty baller to get a Manon Rhéaume jersey. I do need to get another Tampa. I want to get the Reeboks that they had early in the Reebok era, the black ones with the blue accents. Martin St. Louis or Dan Boyle, ideally, if I could find that. Jumbo Joe just gave it up, and here's a breakaway for the Wild. Oh, a nice poke check from Joe. He redeemed himself. My goodness, it could have been 4-1 right there. Come on, Timo. Damn it, earn your contract, buddy. Oh, Jumbo Joe shot the puck. Oh, my goodness. Should have to take a shot for that or something. It was Ryan Donato who had that breakaway. Man, he's been pretty quiet this year too, I think, right? At least for a while. Hiya. I'm texting you in the middle. I can't text. In the middle of my stream because you are nothing shy of nothing shy of terrific. Cute emoji. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Lady friend, Thornton's last year. He says he's got more hockey in him. It will be interesting because he'll take basically the lowest he can get. He wants the rest of the team to be built out and then the Sharks to sign him. I want the Pens to have a Robo Penguin. The Robo Penguin, looking back on it with that gradient, I used to think that was kind of just awkward, but I kind of like it. I wouldn't mind collecting that and getting like Jaromir Jagr. Yeah, I don't know. Jumbo might have another year in him, but I don't know if it's going to be with the Sharks. Best Tampa Bay jersey was the first set of the Reebok jerseys, the black one. Yeah, I agree. I do like the original black ones they had too. Panthers game. We're a Hawks jersey or a Panthers jersey. Oh, you have a Panthers jersey. I'll have some fun with that. How often do you get to wear a Panthers jersey to a game? Currently 128. Oh my goodness. You have work in 6 hours. Hey man, dude, just get some sleep, please. Oh wait, tomorrow's Friday. Hell yeah. You've been here from the very beginning, my friend. You are now a pillar of the Twisted Wrister community. Are they selling the Seattle jerseys yet? No, not yet. Because we just don't know what the mascot's going to be. But God, it's got to be the Kraken, right? I have a feeling that like 2/3 of fans out there want it to be the Kraken, at least. Just how marketable is that, right? Well, I think there was like an insider who said that that's kind of what they're leaning toward. Damn, 4 Panthers jerseys. That's a lot, man. Recently, Neil on Post to Post got a white. Excuse me. That was like 2 hours worth of burps right there. He got a white Panthers Adidas because somebody in Europe was able to buy it on the NHL store for Europe and then shipped it over to Neil. How crazy is that? Oh, wow. Damn, the Sharks nearly got back in this game, but nice save from Stalock there. Cracking his best. Oh, heck yeah. You know, we haven't had a goal in a while, but you guys haven't seen my dog in a while. There are some people on this channel or on this stream right now who haven't seen Cortana. Hey, Cortana. Oh my God. Just lying there like a little corn dog. One sec. Wait. Cortana, wait. Whoa, we got Joey here. Holy crap, what are you doing? What time is it over there, man? That's so awesome to have you on the channel. Or on the stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming over, man. That's awesome. You were on the logo videos too. I haven't watched the newest one, but I watched the first one yesterday. Jackalopes. Come on, guys. You guys should have picked the jackalopes. Hey, come here. Can you get a treat? Come on up. Hey, come on. Sit. All right, guys. Well, for those of you just joining, this is Cortana. 12:30. Man, you are awesome. You are a trooper. There are a lot of troopers here. Twisted troopers. Well, you gonna say hi to the viewers out there? Yeah? Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Can I have another kiss? That's a good girl right there. So, yep, Cortana is my my victory puppy when we win. She's my therapy puppy when we lose. So she's helping me through a lot this year in that sense. Oh, wait, what you doing? There you go. There you go. Give her the treats. Oh, thank you. She is a real peach. Right, girl? Can I have a high five? Yeah? Can I have a high 10? Routine. Yeah. Oh, you're so good. Oh, you're so good. Okay. There we go. Yeah? Can you 360? Okay, this isn't a good spot for that. But can you here, sit? Sit. Come on, sweetie. Sit. Come on, you can do it. Just a second. Can you sit? All right, girl. Now show the viewers. Bump. Do it again. Yeah. Good girl. Good job. Yes. Yeah. She's a real sweetheart. When we go outside to play fetch now, I bring my hockey stick. So it's called dump and chase. So it's with a tennis ball, and she enjoys that for sure. $13 left here in this game. And then the Wild potentially move into a playoff spot, apparently. So that's insane. I had no idea the Wild would be anywhere near that this year. But good for them. Oh. Love. All right. Favorite Sharks goalie of all time? Oh, come on, Nabby. Definitely Nabby. Although I do have a soft spot for Wade Flaherty because of that game against Calgary in the 1995 playoffs. He made 56 saves that game, which is insane. In a game 7, right? Yeah. Wild have the best logo in all of sports. I won't. It's hard not to appreciate that logo. Let's put it that way. Although, come on, the North Stars logo, though, if you want to talk about Minnesota sports, that's where it's at, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind looking at those jerseys for 4 rounds in the playoffs. Come on, guys. We got to get back in this game. Let's go, Jumbo. Wow, Stalock, nice glove save there. Shoot. Yes, that's a great comment. The Wild moving back to green and adding in the stripe, such a good idea. Oh, it looks great. And I'd like to see this come back, or at least put the script on a different jersey of some sort. I like how on the current jerseys that they have, or their home jerseys. Oh, come on, guys! Bury it! Yes! Yes! There we go. There we go. That's Jumbo Joe on the scoreboard there. Only 3 more, and he's got a rooster trick. Come on. Let's get a goal treat. Come on up. Oh yeah, you're excited. Oh, you're excited. Oh no, bump. Yeah. You got 360? You got 360? Yeah. Yeah, you get high 10? Yeah. Oh, so good. You're so good. Here you go. Yeah, good girl. All right. 3-2 off the goal from Jumbo Joe. Stalock flopping around like a fish. Well, there's nothing much more he could do after that. Yeah, because the Sharks were swarming there. Oh, yeah. Nick, your road jersey concept was very nice. I liked it. And Kale from VSP Hockey. He even made a concept for that too. You know, I mean, really, how awesome would that be if there was like a week out of the season where these teams could wear jerseys that were designed by fans? Because these people who make jersey concepts, a lot of the time, they look really sharp. So how awesome would that be to actually see those on some Adidas jerseys for a week, and then you could auction them off or whatever? The NHL could make a killing off of that. I mean, it's the merchandising. The merchandising opportunities are plentiful. Cream color jerseys are your weakness. You love them. I mean, for some teams, they just work so well with the color palette. Like I think of the Blues alternate. That looks so good that way. Oh, wow. The Sharks are just now in a frenzy. Come on, boys. Wait, are we getting called for a penalty, though? I don't know, maybe. Dude, I would love to meet you guys. Wait, Joey, are you going to come out here? Are you going to be joining those guys for the road trip? I can't remember if Neil had mentioned that. I've never met Kale, but I mean that's why I want to go to Calgary, just because he's out there and Audie James is out there, and I want to obviously go see more arenas. So yeah. Oh, okay. Ooh, a Tampa Bay concept. This I want to take a look at. Okay, so Windy City Hockey. Oh my God, there are your Florida jerseys. Your Florida. Okay. So Nick here, Windy City, Nick. Now, you can't really see because of the blue light, but this is a cream-colored wild jersey concept. I think that looks pretty nice. I like that more than their current white road uniforms, that's for sure. And then you got a Tampa one here. Oh, I like how you signed this too. I like the blue. I know it's going to be hard to see here. Let me see if I can up the brightness just a little bit. It's going to be kind of hard to tell here. But what I like is I like how you have, yeah, you can't really see because of the glare. But I like how you have the gray in the upper collar. The collar looks pretty sharp there. And I really like the blue around the logo. That looks cool. I like it, man. I like that. That looks good. Nice job. Better than what I could come up with, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, those are some good concepts for sure. Yeah, man. I would love to join you guys for at least part of the road trip. I think I should have that time free at least. Once you guys get out here, I can probably go with you for the rest of the way. I don't know if you're going to end up in Portland, but I'd love to go up the coast. That'd be sweet. Electric blue. There you go. Well, yeah, that's the one thing. Do you ever notice when you're watching, for those of you out here who watch a lot of YouTubers, when we throw the lightning logo on our thumbnails or in our videos, you can never see it because the lightning don't have any white around the logo at all. So it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm bitching about the lightning. What? You don't like them either? Okay, good treat. Although I really do like going to their games, though. I've been, I went to Amalie Arena 2 years ago. Had a really nice time. Absolutely. Pretty good stadium. Good fans, that's for sure. I mean, everybody has good fans. I don't get into that discussion too much. But yeah, had a really good time with them. And they were playing Toronto, so it was like half Leafs fans. So it was really, really good ambiance there. Von Hook has joined the chat. Welcome. Yes, we are losing, but Jumbo Joe, he's actually shooting the puck. It's never too late for a rooster trick, Von Hook. It's never too late for that. A Ducks jersey? Wait. Let me check this out. Oh, whoa. So wait. This is interesting. So are you looking at a black and gold Ducks jersey? Because that actually looks kind of cool, considering the marigold's kind of like the same shade. By the way, if anybody here isn't subscribed to Nick on Windy City Hockey, make sure you definitely head over to his channel. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's black and orange. Okay. Interesting. I kind of like it with the marigold. That looks pretty sweet. The Wild are turtling in this period. A little bit. I mean, it's nice they have a power play, though. At least take some time away from the Sharks, kind of kill some momentum there. Oh, coming out of the penalty. Oh, I thought we were going to find our guy coming out of the penalty box. What will the Sharks do in the offseason to be contenders again? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to capture that in one video. Because now they have a few draft picks. That's good. They need a top 6 winger because Kevin LeBanc is not a top 6 winger. Oh, Shimmick. Almost, buddy. So that's, I think, certainly an area to address. Assuming that Thornton is not on the team next year, they need a third-line center. I'd like to see them re-sign Nason. They've already got Shimmick locked up. I'd like to know what the plan is on Ryan Merkley. I know that he's still young. He's what, 19, almost 20. But I want to know what the plan is with him. Here we go. Kane. Oh, glove save. Stay lock. Nice save. Yeah. So yeah, those are just some things that are on the surface here. Goaltending, I don't expect us to re-sign Dell. I don't know if he's going to take $2 million to be a backup for another couple years. You know, I wish that we were able to trade him during the deadline. Not that I don't like the guy. It's just that we could have gotten some more value from him that way. Got to mention, went to Montreal in October. So your first ever couple games at the Bell Center. They lost to the Sharks and then they beat the Leafs. You went to church, man. That's cool. I mean, just seeing all those banners there, right? And all the retired numbers. You got to chant Olé a few times as well. Sharks had made a deal with the Oilers when they had Peter Chiarelli. That guy would have been doing anything. We could have flipped Carlson over to them. They could use a right-hander on the blue line. Yeah, the Bell Center, man. I'm sure that is definitely an experience that a lot of fans, you know, whether you're in the Maritimes or, you know, just, you know, grew up in a hockey family, just going there is kind of like one thing on your bucket list, right? Man. If you were a Sharks player, you'd have Baby Shark as the goal song. Yeah, I'm surprised that nobody's picked that yet. Unless like, oh no, wait, Hurdle. We know what Hurdle's song is. It's the Ninja Turtles theme song, of course. But yeah, I would think that somebody would have Baby Shark. Cool. Good. All right, Joey. It's been awesome to have you here. Hope to talk to you soon, man. And I'll check out the rest of the logo videos too. Yeah, you're my buddy. Yeah. Cortana, you're going to make some playoff predictions in a couple weeks, right? Yeah. Are you going to predict Tampa again? Because that didn't really go so well for you, did it now? Yes, Nick. I'll do a collaboration gladly. What will we collab on, though? That's the question. I don't know. Like, one thing that's always easy is to like partner up with other YouTubers and just like make mashups. Like you ask a question like, what was your favorite hockey memory as a kid? And then somebody makes a video recounting that. Four-wheel stride. All right, you newfie. Thank you so much for sticking around. That's awesome of you. And it's been a real joy having you on the channel here. And I'll look for your tweets in the near future, of course. Just over 5 minutes left here. Can the Sharks pull even, though? Or do the Wild just want a playoff spot that badly at this point? Wonder if there will be any further murmurs about the Coyotes' ownership. I know obviously they have a new owner this year. He's very keen on keeping them in Phoenix or in the Phoenix area. I'm just thinking about how they're, going to be moved to the Central when Seattle comes around. If the plan to put them in Houston or the speculation to put them in Houston, if that comes to fruition. Go Sharks, do something. Yeah, ever since we took that penalty after the second goal, that kind of took the wind out of our sails a little bit. Hey, why don't you come join me? No? Oh, fine. We're gonna play double the dump and chase tomorrow though, because you're gonna get too chubby from these treats. Come here. Come here. Okay, there we go. Why don't you watch the game? What's that for? Yeah. Oh yeah. Do it again. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, nice save, Jones. Hate the idea of the Coyotes coming into the Central because the travel between teams will get worse. Yeah, that's what that's about 2.5 hours, 3 hours from Chicago, probably. Oh, come on, boys. We're cycling it. We're cycling. Oh, here's a wraparound. Couture. Oh. Come on, boys. Oh, the Wild are going to get a clear here. That's big. 3 minutes left, and then we're going to go into overtime. Sharks will score a goal after they pull their goalie and force overtime. Hey, I wouldn't mind coming away with a point after being down by 2. I don't mind that. I'll take it. If my team and Minnesota's team both benefit, that's a win-win. That's good. Come on, Nason. Oh, nice shot, Ferraro. Kane just wasn't in front of the goaltender enough. Bring back Quebec. Yeah, I would love to see the Nordiques come back. Best jerseys of all time, of course. I wonder though, do people in Quebec City it's a big province, right? Did they all just become Montreal fans after that, or they just stopped caring about the NHL after their team moved? I don't know if that's ever been really explored that much. I wonder. Bring the Wings back to the West. Yeah, there you go. If the Nordiques came back, I don't want to intentionally just crap on Arizona, but I mean, let's say Arizona moved to Quebec and the Red Wings went back to the West. That'd be pretty sweet. Send Nashville to the East. Well, Nashville's still in the Central Time Zone, so that's why they're still sticking around, I guess. All right, we're just coming up on 2 minutes here, so after this face-off, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled Jones now. Really? The Blackhawks have the most mileage? I had no idea. Huh. Because I know that historically it would be one of the teams in the Pacific Time Zone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this. Here, you get these little nibbles right here. This is when we tie the game up. But we still haven't pulled Jones yet, huh? Come on, Brinzy. Okay, now the net's empty. Okay. Minute 50 left. No ice, please. No ice. Okay. Oh, God. That was... No. All right, just about a minute 30 left. So I'm going to be kind of locked in here. Come on, Joe. Burns. Shot goes wide. Trying to keep it at the point here. All right. Just over a minute now. Cortana stays in my hand for the, yeah. That's kind of how it works. Come on, boys. I'll shoot that. Oh my goodness, Kane, that was a glorious opportunity to tie it up. You're so nervous. Well, it's been a good game. That's what matters. At least it wasn't when we got blanked by Colorado and I was drunk on my stream. Central spread out to Matt at Arizona, make it worse. Well, I guess, yeah, because Winnipeg and Dallas are probably as far away as it gets in that division. Then again, Colorado's pretty far too. Boop, boop. Like Colorado to have to go to Nashville, that's a pretty good haul. Gotta go for Minnesota because you at least want the Ducks to finish atop the California teams. Fair enough. We got to score a goal first, Cortana, before you can get the treat. Okay, you got to check out the action. No, I'm 0-6. I think we won one game, maybe two when I'm streaming. Maybe. Oh well, still have a better record streaming than when I actually go to the games because we're garbage. It's midnight in Minnesota. Yeah. You are all troopers. I mean, God, Orbital Stride is in Newfoundland and he just got off the stream. That's insane. Ooh. How much are Sharks tickets on average? So it's interesting. I find it interesting in that the Sharks in San Jose, which is close to San Francisco, which is the most expensive place in the U.S. I mean, for tourism, New York is right up there and a couple other cities as well. But Sharks tickets are actually one of the more affordable tickets in the NHL. Like you can get upper bowl seats for like $40, sometimes cheaper. Like I bought tickets for a day game on President's Day, $25. Not bad, huh? And I went to the box office and did it. So yeah. No, yeah, it's not to say that they can't be expensive. If you get in, I never sit in the lower bowl. I never get tickets for the lower bowl. Looks like the Wild are going to come out victorious in this one. One last chance for the Sharks. No, and that's the game. All right, well, Alice Virtue and Julia, congratulations to the Wild. Of course, this loss doesn't really mean for much except for Snuja here can gloat for his Ducks being ahead of us. But glad to see that you guys are still competing for a playoff spot there. And, oh, wait, this game is not officially over. They had one last whistle. Yeah, Nick, and if you come, you know that the Hawks fans are going to travel well. And I've had a lot of fun at those games. Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse, man. At least we're not battling for a playoff spot. I've said it before. It's kind of relieving that I don't have to go through any postseason heartbreak this year. Nice to have a break from that, I mean, I'm a Vikings fan. I have to deal with postseason heartbreak way too freaking much. Here, you get a treat anyway. There you go. That sexy jersey, though. Thank you. You talking about this one? Cortana needs a jersey, though. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I got the jerseys and I got you guys. Really, really great performance from Alex Stalock. I think he'll probably get at least the second star tonight. Yeah. Pretty solid game from the Wild. I know that they were rooting for a little bit there, but they locked down after they drew that penalty with about 7.5 minutes left. All right. Well, yeah, the Vikings losses. And it's always how they lose. Well, most of the time. It's always just they either get just steamrolled or they just have the worst blunder you've ever seen. But that hardens us as fans. It only makes us appreciate it more that one time before we're rolling over in our graves when our team can win a championship. And I can say that about the Sharks, and I'm sure Leafs fans are saying that and have been saying that for a few decades as well. Hey, like I said, if we're going to lose, let's lose this game. And let's come back on Saturday and beat Ottawa and then beat Colorado. That I would like to see. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us, Javine. That was awesome having you around for all this time. And at least you get to watch one of your teams in the postseason this year. And hopefully the curse of the President's Trophy doesn't come back and haunt you. Anyway, my friends, I think that's going to do it for this evening. I know that a lot of you have been joining from other time zones. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. This is clearly the best stream I've had. One of the best experiences I've had on YouTube, really. So thank you so much. And I hope we get a chance to do this again soon. So yeah, I'm just going to be signing off here. Again, be sure to stay tuned for my 5 reasons why the Philadelphia Flyers could win the Stanley Cup. I'll be doing video of that, the Capitals, the Leafs. I might even have a collaborator for that. But yeah, stay tuned for all of that, for more Sharks videos and hopefully more streams like this. You guys have a fantastic night, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.